Hi everyone, it's Paranoid. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do two freestyle Zentangle designs. So first off, I took a pencil and I used my Helix circle maker and I drew a bunch of circles on this black paper. Now my plan is to use the white Signal pens, but while I do find they are good for touch-ups or drawing single lines or maybe little dots, they're not so good for filling in a big spot. What I need more is a paint pen, perhaps. Oh, and before we continue, please like, comment, maybe if you so desire, share this video around. And finally, oh yeah, subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notifications of when I post content. Now, like I said, I did try coloring it in, but when I found it didn't work as well, I decided to try the white metallic marker, my Ohuhu metallic markers. And I don't know if the white is like this naturally. It's the first time I've had these markers, but the white I didn't find was saturated enough to show up well on the black paper. So I switched to the yellow or gold. And for me, that really stood out and just made the design pop off the paper. Now, the plan for me, what I had first off in my mind was to do these sort of petal patterns in all the circles, maybe turning the page to make the petals go in a different direction, that sort of thing. And in the blank spots, I would use the marker to color in the spots. Now, I did go over the white. I let it dry for a little bit. I wanted to see if the yellow or gold would cover up the white Signal pen, and it seemed to do a good job. So while it was an experiment, yes, if it didn't cover it, I was just going to leave it. It was just going to be an accent because that's part of Zentangling. You just go with things, change them if you want, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. You just try and incorporate something into your design. At this point, I had filled in all the circles or all the spaces that I wanted with the petals. So now I decided I was going to decorate the petals. This first one, I decided to just do open bubbles in all the fronds of the petals. But actually, afterwards I didn't really care for the open design. Maybe if I had used a finer marker, which I didn't have, this is just the marker I have, and I found it used up too much of the space. But hey, that's just another experiment I'm doing with Zentangles. For narrow spots, I decided to do a combination of sometimes lines and dots. In this part, this circle in particular, I decided to do filled in bubbles, and I really liked the effect or appearance this gave rather than doing the open ones for on black paper. But that's just me. That's what I decide to do, and that's part of the fun I'm realizing when doing Zentangles is just to have fun. Just try something, do a line, do a circle, do a dot, do an outline. Just have fun with it and experiment. At some part of the drawing, I decided I would add a little dot inside the open bubbles of that first circle I had done. I felt that it needed a little something more. Maybe it made it too easy, but I just felt it needed a little something. And in the end, I liked the way it looked. And don't be afraid to turn your paper. It helps to avoid getting cramping in your hand, and it gives you a different perspective, and maybe you will like what you see better and have an idea of what else to put on your Zentangle. And there we have it, the first design. Don't forget to sign your artwork. The next design I'm going to work on is combining a little bit of neurographic art with some Zentangles. So first off, I'm going to start with just drawing some lines any direction all over the place, and then sort of joining where the lines are intersecting and making sort of a curve. To me, it looks like neurons. So I guess this is where it gets its name, neurographic, for neurons. But I found it very calming, and you just kind of just go with it. And for this design, I started with neurographic art technique, and then I moved on and added some Zentangle elements. After I did the basic lines and joined their crossings together, for all the shapes that are totally enclosed and not touching the edge or open, I decided to go inside and trace the inside of each shape. And then after, in the channels that I made, I went and did dots. And for all the open areas left over, I decided to do the Zentangles in each of those open spots. I found it made the enclosed areas kind of look like river pebbles. I don't know. What do you think? At this point, I decided I wasn't going to add any more. That's not to say I can't come back in the future and decide to add something, but I thought it just needed those empty spaces to make the design complete. Thank you everybody once again for watching my videos. It really makes me happy that people are enjoying them. And I hope you will take up drawing or doodling and have fun with it. So I will see you in the next video. And thanks again for watching. Bye for now.